Squaring off with large crowds looting stores in Center City.
CBS 2's Alicia Reed in our newsroom now with the details. Alicia.
Maurice and Christine, a peaceful protest did take place earlier today after a judge dismissed charges against former police officer Mark Dial for the killing of Eddie Irizarry during a traffic stop back in August. Our sources tell us tonight's looting of stores downtown is unrelated to that peaceful protest. Videos obtained from social media show officers trying to arrest looters going inside a number of Center City stores. The number of looters outnumber officers, some of them even trying to take off on bicycles. Several stores have been looted, including an Apple store and a Foot Locker where a security guard was assaulted. We're told this is a large roving group and people are filling up large plastic bags with stolen merchandise. This isn't the first time looting occurred in Center City. Stores were hit after George Floyd was killed back in 2020, and crowds also retaliated against police. No word on how many people were arrested tonight. Live in the newsroom, Alicia Reed, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Alicia, thank you.
GameStop got hit right along Aramingo Avenue. And at the Northeast Tower Center along Roosevelt Boulevard, our cameras captured the moment when officers found a car full of items that appeared to be stolen, possibly from the nearby Walmart. Those items were then reclaimed by police, but no word yet on whether they took the owner of that car into custody. Acting Philadelphia Police Commissioner John Stanford addressed the widespread looting events from last night, and he made it clear that those events had nothing to do with the protests that took place earlier over a judge's decision to drop the charges against former officer Mark Dial.
What we had tonight was a bunch of criminal opportunists take advantage of a situation and make an attempt to destroy our city. And so, and again, it's not going to be tolerated. We made arrests and we will continue to make arrests until we have all of the individuals or a number of the individuals that have been responsible for what we've seen tonight in custody.
And breaking down those numbers just a little bit further, of the 100 juveniles that Philadelphia police estimate took part in that looting here along Walnut Street last night, only about 15 to 20 of them were actually arrested. Like I mentioned, the officers were far outnumbered by the looters themselves. But police are not done working yet. They said that their detectives are currently going through surveillance footage from this area, and they plan to arrest as many of those offenders as they possibly can. Jan and Jim, back to you guys.
Ross DiMattei live in Center City for us. Ross, thank you.
The looting also expanded to 51st and City Avenue in Winfield. You can see thieves used this stolen key to bash in the front of this Miracle marijuana store. It's unclear what was taken, but we can see several display cases there were broken. Police were also called out to a car dealership on the 6600 block of North Broad Street. We're told thieves tried to break into the business, but no vehicles were taken. Eddie Irizarry's family marched with protesters yesterday demanding justice. The news of the charges being dismissed has caused a range of emotions throughout the community.
CBS News Philadelphia reporter Waukesha Bailey is live at police headquarters with details on where this case goes from here. Waukesha, good morning.
Good morning, Jan, Jim. Well, after yesterday's ruling, as you both just mentioned, emotions ran high on both sides. Meanwhile, the DA's office says that they will continue to fight on behalf of Eddie Irizarry.
They murdered, they ambushed. He was not a threat to none of them.
Once we saw the knife, once we heard the testimony, once the court heard everything in this case, there was nothing under the law that she could do but discharge this case.
And all charges were dropped Tuesday against former Philadelphia police officer Mark Dial, who shot and killed Eddie Irizarry through a rolled-up window. Now, the police initially said Dial lunged at him with the knife outside the car. Police body camera video, along with video obtained from neighbors, showed Irizarry holding a knife as Dial approached his car after being pulled over for erratic driving. Dial fired several shots, killing Irizarry. Now, the judge residing over the case agreed with the defense. Dial could have feared for his life and thought Irizarry had a gun. Dial's attorney says the former police officer acted in self-defense.
We have said from the very beginning this is a tragedy and not a crime.
It's sad. There should have been justice today. This is sad.
And unlike what we saw last night, earlier in the day, a more peaceful protest took place outside of City Hall demanding justice for Eddie Irizarry. And the DA's office has filed a motion to reinstate all charges dropped against the former Philadelphia police officer, Mark Dial. Jan.
Waukesha, thanks so much for the update.